and touch the thumb. So it's thumb in, around into this Shankara mudra, this mudra of listening. And this is a very lunar mudra. In the depictions of Vishnu, the great god of preservation, who is the universe, in the right hand he holds the chakra, the spinning wheel, which is a solar energy that actually has all the planets spinning on this disc. And then in the left hand he holds the Shankara, he holds the conch, which is that shell energy, the lunar energy, the spiraling energy. So we'll begin in Shankara mudra, and our practice today is one. Our practice today is one of deep listening, listening to our bodies, listening to ourselves, and listening to the breath. So right thumb inside the fingers, left thumb up, and then wrap the right fingers over to the thumbs in Shankara mudra, or Shankha mudra, the gesture of the conch. Let the eyes close and the jaw release. Come into your long, deep Ujjayi breath. And begin to listen to your breath. This mudra is known as a healing mudra, like a spring of well-being, the healing waters of the inner spring. Imagine as you hold this Shankha mudra that you're seated on a beautiful white lunar disc. So a pure white lunar disc that you're seated upon. And that white lunar disc is sat upon, it's on top of a beautiful lotus flower. And seated on this lunar disc above your crown of your head up in the sky is another white lunar disc, like a moon with no mark on it. And as you breathe, a lunar elixir drips down from this white lunar disc to just behind the crown of the head at what is known as Soma chakra. And as the white lunar elixir drips down to just behind the crown of the head, it drips down into the skull and to the soft palate of the mouth. And so lunar elixir from above, lunar elixir from below. Release the hands and place them to your heart center. We'll chant Om. Som, Somaye Namaha. So Soma is the lunar elixir that when the moon is full, it's full of the lunar elixir of Soma that has a very cooling effect to the mind. It increases our ojas. Om Som Somaye Namaha. Inhale deeply. Om Som Somaye Namaha. Om Som Somaye Namaha. Om Som Somaye Namaha. So welcome to your full moon practice, my friends. Let's come forward and come into a child's pose. And we're just going to be here in our child's pose. Knees down onto the mat, chest down onto the thighs for some moments. Remember throughout the practice, this deep listening, This deep listening to the body, this deep listening to the breath flow. Come up onto the knees. Draw your knees together. Come to a seat on your knees. If you like to, you can place a block underneath the sacrum. Intertwine the fingers, wrists together, and begin to circle through the wrists to generate some heat. In one direction and then the other. Really spiral the wrists. Gently release the hands, place them down onto the mat. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale from here, exhale to your downward facing dog. Long, full, deep Ujjayi breath, listening to the sound current of your own breath. Ground into your left heel. Inhale, draw your right leg up towards the sky. You can roll the right hip on top of the left and bend the right, and then circle through the right ankle. In one direction and then the other. Scapula wide. Press your right inner thigh in, press through your left heel, take a deep exhalation, draw your right foot through, left knee down onto the mat. Feel the inner groin open as you press gently into the back left knee. Take your hands down onto the mat, lift up through your back left knee, spiral the left toes out, right forearm to thigh, lift your lower. Spread through your toes and hold here with long, deep breathing. The hands down to the mat, right foot meeting the left, downward facing dog. Listen to the breath. A cobra pose. Engage through your buttocks, roll your shoulders down the back and lift through the heart. Bend at the knees, tuck your toes, walk your hands out in front, downward facing dog, long deep breathing. And listen to the oceanic current of the breath. It's like that shanka, the conch shell, like you have the shell to your ear, the inner ear, and you listen to the oceanic sound of the breath. Ground into your right heel, inhale your left leg up, bend the left knee and circle through the left ankle. One direction and then the other. Create just a little bit of friction. Roll the left inner thigh in. Press through your left heel. Take a deep exhalation. Left foot comes through. Right knee down onto the mat. Lift your lower belly up. Inhale, arms up. Low lunge. Anjaneyasana. And then draw your chest down on top of your thigh. Fingertips can be together or hands down onto the mat. Drop your chin to your chest. And you'll feel the front of the right hip flexor open. Hands come down to the mat, lift up through your back right knee, spiral your right toes out, left forearm to thigh, Parsvakonasana. Pull the lower belly up, lift through the tailbone just a bit, find some space underneath the left rib cage. Draw this right arm down, around, and then all the way by the ear. Hands come down to the mat. Lift through the back right heel. Left foot meets the right downward facing dog. Wide through your scapula, knees and chin and chest down to the mat. Draw pubic bone down. Claw with your fingers. Light engagement of the buttocks. Move the heart center up and through. Cobra pose. Tuck the toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Let's open so we've drawn some heat into the wrists and into the ankles. Now we'll move up to the hips and then we'll move to the shoulders. So ground into the left heel. Inhale your right leg up. Bend the knee, bring right knee to right elbow in towards your midline and then opening the hip. You can also take this from the knee. We'll take it 3 times. A full complete circle. And creating a little bit of frictive heat in the hip. Other direction. Knee to nose, out to the right elbow, and then up. 1, 2, 3. Inhale from here. Exhale, foot down. On 1. Open up. 2. 'Small circles going. Small circles going forward. Rotate the palms up, hands onto the shoulders, circle through the elbows. And other direction. So we're moving sequentially through the joints in the body to bathe the joints with this lunar elixir, this Soma, this perfect mixture, hands down onto the mat of solar and lunar energies. Tuck the toes, inhale from here, exhale, downward facing dog. Press into base of thumb, into index finger, long deep breathing. Ground into your left heel. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Lift through your lower belly. Deep exhalation. And take your right knee forward. Place the foot down onto the mat. Left knee down. Turn out through the left hand. Draw into a side waist opening twist. Hands down onto the mat, lift up through your back left knee, spiral your left toes out, bend deep into your right knee, reach your left arm forward, inhale deeply, exhale, come all the way up and over, left hand down the back of the left leg, firm the lower belly, draw the head of the right shoulder back, inhale, up and over, Daikini posture, sky dancing posture. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Lift up through your back left heel, right foot meets the left. Optional vinyasa. Or back to downward facing dog. Listen to the sound of your breath. Listen to your body. Inhale, draw the left leg up towards the sky. Deep exhalation. Left foot comes through, right knee down onto the mat. Turn out through the right hand. Lift the lower belly up, rotate out through the side of the waist. Back right buttock is engaged. Hands down to the mat, lift up through your back right knee. Spiral the right toes out, establish the base. Heel to heel alignment. Reach the right arm forward, inhale all the way up, exhale. Right hand down the back of the left leg. See this? Pull head of the arm bone back. And then dive backwards up and over, dancing through the sky. Hands down to the mat, optionally through your vinyasa. Or back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet up underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down over your legs. Deep breath, inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Surya Namaskar B with a 8 moon pose variation. For the full moon, bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs, inhale up, Utkatasana, exhale, swan dive down and over the legs, Uttanasana, inhale up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, Chaturanga, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths. Deep listening. Hands and feet riding on a white lunar disc. A white moon in the sky above, dripping elixir ambrosia soma down through your body. Ground into your left heel. Inhale the right leg up. Spiral the right inner thigh in. Exhale. Draw the right foot through. Low lunge or high lunge. Ashta Chandrasana, 8 moon pose. So this is a crescent moon pose. Lifting the heart center up and through. Bending deep into the front knee. Hands down to the mat. Right foot meets left, optional vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground into the right heel. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot comes through. High lunge or low lunge. The heart center lifted. This beautiful crescent moon shape. Hands down to the mat. Listen. Up. Inhale, feet underneath the hips. Lift through your heart. Exhale, release. Exhale. Namaste. Again, bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale up. Tailbone lengthen, the heart lifts. Another crescent moon shape. Exhale. Swan dive down and over the legs. Inhale up halfway. Exhale. Optional vinyasa. Listen to the breath. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot through, back to your high lunge or low lunge. Hands down to the mat, left foot meets the right. Optionally through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Ground into your left heel. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, draw it through. Hands down to the mat, last vinyasa. Inhale, feet underneath the hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down, bend your knees, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, up, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up straight, Samastitihi. Chandra Namaskar, moon salutation. For the full moon, stand at the center of your mat. Inhale, draw the arms up, intertwine the fingers. Kali Mudra. Inhale from here, exhale, lean to the right side. Of course, Kali is one of the goddess energies of the full moon, along with Chitra, the shining one, and Lalita, Tripurna, Sundari. Inhale up, exhale, arms down. The beauty of the three worlds. She who plays and she who shines. Exhale, lean to the left side. Draw the right elbow back. Inhale, exhale, arms down, turn the feet out, spread through the toes. Devi Asana, goddess posture. Listen to the breath. Inhale, straighten through arms, straighten through knees. Tara Asana. Another goddess energy. Hands down to the hips. Let's go toes in like this so we get a little bit wider. Even a little bit wider. Turn the right toes out. Draw the left toes in. Pull the left hip back underneath the left shoulder so these sacred gateways of shoulders and hips are aligned. We're coming into Trikonasana, so if you like a block behind the back right leg, go ahead and place one there. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Inhale from here. Exhale. Left hand down to the block, the mat, the thigh or the shin, and then lengthen underneath the left rib cage. If it works for you, you could go peace sign fingers to the big toe, but make sure the chest doesn't drop down. We have to lift up and out, and then reach the right arm up towards the sky. Pull the head of the arm bone back. Full, deep Ujjayi breath. Listening, hands down to the mat. Gonna adjust the feet a little bit. You're gonna roll the right inner thigh down and in. Hands can go to blocks or onto the mat. Pull the head of the left femur back, and then press down through the left big toe. Draw the chest down and forward. Parsvakonasana. Lift up through the back right heel. Onto the mat. Now you could overstep here deep into the left knee if you'd like to. If that doesn't work for you, more back here. Send the tailbone down and then really firm the transverse abdominis. Hands intertwined, index fingers together, Kali Mudra. Hands down onto the mat. You're gonna lift through the back knee and rotate. Now, so for some friends, this is way up here. Toes out to the side, knee back. For some friends, it's down here, Skanda Asana. 5 breaths. Hands down onto the mat. Draw this left foot underneath. You could place a blanket underneath the heels if you like to. Inner arches of the feet lift. Heels ground down. Tailbone lengthens. Hands to your heart center, Malasana. Squatting pose. Hands down to the mat. We could come back up to this half squat, right leg out, left knee bent, or all the way down. Heel grounding down towards the mat. Inner arch lifting, right toes lifting, arms out in front. Skanda Asana, the god of war. Rotate the chest around, lift through the back right knee. Place the right knee down onto the mat. Knee over heel, or you can overstep. Inhale, draw the heart center up, hands intertwined, index fingers together. Hands down onto the mat. Lift up through the back, right knee, rotate the right toes out, slowly straighten through the front left knee. Pull head of left femur back, hands onto the mat or onto blocks. Engage through the quadricep. Draw down and forward, Parsvakonasana. Left hand grounds onto the mat or onto the shin or thigh, or peace sign fingers to the big toe, and then lift up and out. Don't drop down. Lift up and out. Reach. Right hand down. Inhale. Draw the right arm up. Press into the back heel. Trikonasana. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, toes together, heels together. You know, toes in, heels in, turn out through the toes. Sit down, Devi Asana. Inhale, straighten through arms, straighten through legs, Tara Asana. Hands to the sides of the waist, draw, toe, heel, toe in. Ground into the feet. Inhale, arms up, intertwine the fingers. Exhale, lean to the left side. Pull the right elbow back. Inhale up, exhale, arms down. Inhale up, exhale, lean, right side. Pull the left elbow back. Inhale up, exhale, arms down. 3 forms of Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So these lunar poses. First form, we can take any of the forms at the wall or with a chair here, leaning back against the wall. And this is a really beautiful and wonderful opening of the heart. And we really get a lot of lunar elixir here because it's so beautifully relaxing in the space of also being active. Or take right foot, right hand down onto the mat, press back through the left heel, engage through the right quadricep, draw right arm up, and rotate through the heart. Hand down to the mat, left foot down alongside the right, inhale up halfway, exhale optionally through your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down, spread the toes, inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Other side. So again, you could be at the wall, left toes turn out, left hand comes down to the mat or to the block. Press into the right heel, roll right rib cage open. Or this top hand, sorry Tara, could be at a chair here. Or hand down onto the mat. Press into the heel, engage through the quadricep. Roll the left rib cage under, take the right arm up towards the sky. Hand down onto the mat, foot down onto the mat, inhale up halfway. Exhale optionally through your vinyasa. We're back to downward facing dog. Draw your feet underneath the hips, lift through the heart. Exhale, release fingers around the big toes, tips of the scapula down the back. Draw the chest down and forward. Hands to the sides of the waist, inhale, lift all the way up. Ground into the feet, exhale. Inhale, draw your arms upward. Exhale, down and through the midline. Lift up the feet, slide the toes to the wrists. Draw the chest down and forward. Slide your hands out from underneath the feet, fingers and front thumbs behind. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, plant into the feet. Next, Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Revolved half moon pose. I'm placing a block between my feet. Draw down and place your left hand onto the block. Bring your right foot right underneath the hip. If it's wide, bring it right underneath the hip and draw the left leg back up behind you. Or the toe could even be down onto the mat. Sacrum is square. Inhale, draw the right arm up towards the sky. Twisting, if it works for you, reach back, make a clasp, press foot into hand, hand to foot, and then roll the chest open. Exhale, foot down onto the mat, chest down onto the thighs. Standing forward bend variation, take your wrists behind the ankles. Make a clasp to the wrists or a clasp to the elbows. Send the tailbone down, roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Other side, Parivrita, Ardha Chandrasana, revolved. Right arm up, exhale, right hand down to the block, just in front of the heart. And then I'm moving my left leg in a little bit, so it's just underneath the hip. Inhale, draw the right leg up, adjust the right hand as needed, roll right inner thigh in, rotate through the chest, drawing the left arm up. And if you like to bend the knee, reach, hand around, press, foot to hand, hand to foot, and then expand through the heart. Exhale, release. Feet down onto the mat. This time, functional forward fold. Feet as wide as the mat. Tailbone slings back. Arms reach forward. Walk your feet underneath your hips. Lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Spread your toes. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take your legs, turn them out wide. Last Ardha Chandrasana, last moon pose. This one, right toes turn out. We could be at the wall again, leaning onto the wall. Or bend the knee, hand down to the mat. Lift up through the back, left leg, reach, left hand back around to left foot, gaze downward, press hand to foot. Exhale, hand down to the mat, foot down to the mat, very steady. Inhale up halfway, exhale through your vinyasa. Walk your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down, deep breath. Inhale up, descending. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take your legs out wide. Rotate left toes out, right toes in. Again, you could be at the wall here. Left hand down to the mat or block. Draw right leg up behind. Gaze downward, bend the knee, reach right hand back, press foot to hand. Inhale, exhale, hand down, foot down. Optionally through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Knees down onto the mat. Walk the arms out in front, Anahatasana. Roll up onto the knees. So a couple of things here before we take a big blessing posture. Sit on the heels with the knees out wide. You could also have a block underneath the sacrum. Inhale, arms up. Intertwine the fingers, index fingers up. Exhale, lean to the right side. pull the left elbow back. Inhale up, exhale. Exhale, lean to left side, draw the right elbow back. Inhale up, exhale, release the arms down. So the next posture, the big crescent lunar shape. Sometimes have a hard time showing this posture on the film. But let's see, inhale, ground your left heel down. Draw your right leg up and right foot through. Left knee down, right foot moves out, toe, heel, toe. Hip, knee, foot in a line. Left hand turns out, or I could come down onto this left elbow. Lift the lower belly up and then draw the right arm all the way by the ear around the world. Releasing hands down to the mat, feet down to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, draw your left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, left foot comes through, right knee down onto the mat. Move left foot out, toe, heel, toe to create space. Lift up through the lower belly, take the right elbow down to the mat, or you could stay on the right hand. And then offer over and open to the right side. Hands down onto the mat. Come all the way back to a child's pose where we began. Knees down onto the mat. Chest down onto the thighs. Release completely here. Maybe big toes together and knees apart, opening the hips just a little bit. And then come back to listening to the sound of your breath. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Bring the legs around to the front. Take left leg out long, bend the right knee, press right foot along left thigh. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale up, exhale forward. Listen to the breath. Inhale, roll up. Very simply, exhale, other side. Exhale, down and forward. Long through the spine. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Take your right leg out long, bend your left knee across the right. If you like to fold, right heel back by left hip, Gomukha Asana. And take a moment And come back to Shankar Mudra. Right thumb in the fingers, left thumb up. Rotate fingers to thumb. Shoulders soft. Inhale from here. Release the mudra, come forward. Roll up through the spine. Take right leg out long. Bend your left knee. Fold it across the right. Bring toes back by hips if you like to, or heel back by hip. Thumb inside the fingers. Wrap the first 4 fingers around the right thumb, and then fold the 4 fingers on the right hand. Eyes closed, deep listening to the breath. Inhale as you exhale, lengthen forward. Roll up through the spine, come down onto your back. We'll need a strap, and some friends will need a block. Have a strap, place it near you. First, come down onto your back, just knees into chest. Take your right leg out long, bend your left knee in, rotate your left leg out from the hip. Left hand to the foot or ankle, right hand to the inner thigh, half happy baby pose. And take your left leg, extend it out, down and long. Flex and point your feet and circle your ankles. Draw your right knee in towards your chest, rotate out from your right hip. Hand to your ankle or inner arch of your foot, left hand to your thigh. Take this leg out, down and long, flex and point both feet, stretch the whole body. Loop the left foot in the strap and inhale, and as you exhale, draw the left leg up. Padangustasana. Tailbone lengthening. And full deep breathing. Take the strap to your left hand, inhale, open left leg out to the left side, right hand to the thigh. Press into your heel. Inhale, draw back to the midline. Exhale, release the leg down. Flex and point the feet, stretch the body. Other side, Padangustasana. Strap around the right foot, inhale, and as you exhale, send the right leg up. Tilt the tailbone forward. Take the strap to the right hand while grounding through the left leg, open right leg out to the right side. Inhale, draw the leg up. Exhale, release the foot. So the next posture is a Viparita Karni, which is different than a shoulder stand. We will move, okay, so some friends can have a block underneath their sacrum and legs straight up. Some friends will move into this jackknife posture, then from there a shoulder stand, and then from there into a plow posture. If you'd like to watch first, because I know you're on your back, it might be easier. So you're going to place your hands underneath your sacrum. I lift way up onto my toes, and then I lift one knee and then the other up. And then I place my sacrum down into my hands, and I take my legs up towards the sky. So this is the first posture. Then from there, I'll lift my pubic bone up, pressing into my shoulders and my elbows. Then I'll hinge at the hips, bringing one leg down behind and then the other to come into halasana or a plow pose. So let's go ahead and take that together now. So some friends lift your sacrum up, place your block underneath your sacrum and then legs straight up. That will be a Viparita Karni. This is the most lunar postures. It's the queen of postures. So, because it creates a downward dripping flow. We're going to place the hands underneath the sacrum, elbows down, elbows in. Lift one knee up, spiral to the midline, lift the other knee up, and then sacrum rests into hands, and like a jackknife, take the legs up towards the sky. Press into your shoulders, press toes up, press elbows down. Now squeeze the inner thighs, lift the pubic bone up, press down through the shoulders, press up through the toes. Deep breath, inhale, and as you exhale, draw one leg down and then the other to your halasana. Or stay onto your block. If you like to clasp your hands behind your back, pressing your pinky fingers down. And draw your knees into your nose. Slowly roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time, or take the block out from underneath your sacrum. Come down onto your butt, back knees into your chest. And place your feet as wide as the mat. Take your arms in a cactus shape or T shape. Inhale, and as you exhale, offer both knees down and over to the right side. If you like to flex your right foot, place it on top of the left thigh. And draw your knees back up to the center. Inhale, and as you exhale, go to the other side. Flex your left foot onto the right thigh. Rotate your head back to the right side. And gently release. Place your feet out as wide as the mat. Drop your knees in towards each other. Wrap your hands around your chest. Roll over onto your right side and come up to seated for pranayama before our Shavasana. So find a comfortable seat on your knees or cross-legged. Make an O shape of your mouth. Slowly inhale through the puckered lips like you're drinking in through a straw. And then lightly touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth and exhale out through the nose. So as you take this Sitali Pranayam, this cooling, pleasant breath, imagine you're seated on a beautiful white lunar disc, and that white lunar disc is placed on top of a beautiful flower, a lotus or a rose, with its roots dropping deep into the heart of the universe. Imagine or see or visualize a beautiful white lunar disc up in the sky above the crown of the head. And as you take this Sitali Pranayam in through the mouth and out through the nose, the lunar elixir, the soma, drips down from the lunar disc above the crown of the head, meeting a point just behind the crown of the head at Soma chakra. And that lunar elixir, the soma or amrit, drips down inside of your skull and to the soft palate of the mouth. And as it drips down from the crown of the head down into the reservoir at the soft palate of the mouth, the dripping sound, Som, Som, Som. And that nectar, that lunar nectar, drips down from the soft palate of the mouth, down the inside of the throat and down the spine, and all the way to the base of the spine and the pelvis, filling the whole spine, the whole body with this lunar elixir, this soma, this bliss nectar. Inhale in through the nose. Gently pause. Swallow. Exhale out through the mouth. We'll come down onto our backs into our Shavasana. So make yourself comfortable down on your back and prepare for deep relaxation. Draw in a deeper breath now. And begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles, and then stretch your body in all directions. Rub the palms of your hands together and the soles of your feet together. And then roll over onto your right side. Come up to seated. Place your right thumb in your palm and the left fingers around the thumb, and then right fingers rotate up to touch left thumb in this Shankara or Shanka mudra, the conch mudra. And let the eyes close. Rest into your long, deep Ujjayi breath. Feel the inner spring, that inner wellspring. The healing waters of your own inner spring. Experiencing complete healing in all dimensions of the being. Let the hands rest in Anjali. We'll chant Om Som Somaye Namaha. Om Som Somaye Namaha. May all beings find peace. May all beings find happiness. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. We'll chant Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Exhale out, inhale in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Much love to all of you on this full moon day in Shravana Nakshatra. Please say goodbye before you go, friends. Please let me know how sound was.